Scripps News Group.
Welcome to Scripps News Weekend. I'm Del Walters in Washington. Let's take a look at some of the top stories we're following for you at this hour. Police in Midland, Texas saying a shooting on Friday left 2 people dead, several others injured. Happened at a home where officers were responding to reports of gunfire. Authorities believe the shooter is among the dead. They say there is no ongoing threat to the public. Neighbors reported hearing several rounds and seeing a large police presence. Investigators are still trying to determine just what led to the violence. President Trump blasting Iran. This time he's upset after details of that possible peace deal appeared on Iranian state media. Trump says their description is wrong, calls it pathetic and dishonorable. Iran claims it would keep control of the Strait of Hormuz and the U.S. would release $24 billion in frozen funds. Trump says that is unacceptable. Iran's foreign minister insists the two sides are closer now to an agreement than ever. So far, though, there have been ceasefires, but no long-term deal to end the war. Actress Gwyneth Paltrow, facing backlash, appeared in an ad for a luxury real estate project in Israel. The 53-year-old Oscar winner stars in promoting 51 Park. It is a high-rise just north of Tel Aviv. Social media users have flooded her post with criticism. Some cite the ongoing war in Gaza and devastation there. Others voice support for Palestinians. No comment so far from Paltrow. President Trump on Thursday nominating Jay Clayton to be his next DNI, the Director of National Intelligence. The selection of Clayton coming amid a firestorm because Trump's earlier decision to put housing official Bill Pulte in that role, replacing Tulsi Gabbard, sparked backlash from both parties. Joining us now live is Stephen Cash. He is the executive director of the Steady State. It is a nonpartisan group with hundreds of former national security and intel officials who work there. First of all, your thoughts on Jay Clayton as the nominee?
Well, I'd say after Mr. Pulte, it's hopefully out of the frying pan and not into the fire. This is very different from what we saw with Mr. Pulte, although I'm not sure the intent of the president was all that different. So lots of concerns, but this is fundamentally different than where we were just a couple of days ago. We'll see how it unfolds.
The nation seems to be wedged somewhere in between the conspiracy theory movies they see in Hollywood, where basically we're 1 second away from the entire world being destroyed or nuclear holocaust, and the belief that it can't possibly be that bad. Which is it?
Someplace in between. We're not 1 second away, but the world is full of threats. It is essential to have the kind of intelligence community that we have, and it's essential that it be led by a professional with expertise who has the trust of the president, but isn't a loyalist to the president. And that puts you someplace in the middle of that continuum that you just talked about. Americans should be worried. It's a scary world. But it's the world that's scary. I think one of the things we've seen a change is an executive branch that often talks about the scariness coming from within, mysterious enemies domestically who are trying to destroy America. I think that's just not true. And we don't need the United States intelligence community being directed at us. It's not what it's there for.
Bill Pulte's nomination, though, he will still be allowed to serve in that position until Clayton is confirmed by the Senate. Skeptics are going to say, what damage could he possibly do? Critics are going to say a lot. Which is right?
A huge amount. There's 2 types of damage he can do. The president seemed to have talked about both of them very explicitly. One, firing a lot of people. And one way the president talked about it, it seemed to say that his job is to fire people who worked for anybody other than Donald Trump, which misunderstands how the intelligence community works. It's as apolitical as you can get outside the Department of Defense, hopefully, where people work for one president and another president and another president, and frankly, they don't care. So a lot of damage there. We've already hollowed out a lot of our capabilities across the community, whether it's CIA, FBI, the analytic community across the various agencies. The other thing he can do is follow up on what Tulsi Gabbard has done, which is take a multi-billion-dollar enterprise with tremendous and rather fearsome capabilities to spy, to learn, to intrude, but which are developed to go after and watch our enemies overseas and focus it inwards. So there's talk about, oh, he's going to investigate election fraud. Well, that's not what the IC is for. We have an FBI, which has law enforcement capabilities, but we don't have satellites and spies and case officers and all of the stuff you see in those movies, some of which we do have, and turn it on Americans here. And he could do that, and that's terrifying.
I'm curious, we talk an awful lot about FISA, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, that it seems to be held up right now. But we don't talk about the Five Eyes, the other intelligence agencies that deal with the United States. Bill Pulte, in that job, will they cooperate with our intelligence agencies while he sits in that seat?
It's a great question. And just to make clear, the Five Eyes are basically Britain, New Zealand, Australia, us, Canada.
Right.
And we're the closest of allies and friends. It comes out of our shared history, going back to the Second World War and NATO. It's already a frayed relationship. We have a president who's insulted every single one of those countries in one way or another, in sometimes tremendously dramatic ways. And they're going to look at this guy, if we're talking about Pulte, and say, first of all, he's not one of us. He's not a pro. It's one reason why the law says experienced intelligence. I don't know. He's had a lot of important jobs. He's run the Southern District of New York. The Southern District of New York does a lot of law enforcement on national security. So he's not a housing guy. So he's, again, out of the frying pan. But I don't think anybody would say he's an intelligence professional. I think the Five Eyes and other allies are going to look at him with suspicion. I think it may be difficult to talk to him because the language isn't the same. It's not the same profession.
Final question before I let you go. And there is a skeptical public nowadays that is going to look at the confirmation process and say, what does it matter? Because people get before the Senate and they say, I'm not going to do something, and then the minute they are confirmed, they do it anyway. Do you think that he can get confirmed by the Senate Intel Committee and still do his job?
I think he can get confirmed. I hope he will do his job. I think the American people are appropriate to be skeptical and angry about what they've seen on C-SPAN and on television. It is denigrating our constitutional system of shared responsibilities, and it exhibits lawmakers, particularly those from the administration, whose conduct would not be acceptable in an 8th grade student government. You'd get sent home. But we have a vice chairman, Senator Warner, who's smart as a whip, knows more about intelligence than anybody who's going to be in front of him, and I don't think he's going to be an easy guy to lie to. And I think the American people are getting a little bit smarter and understanding that they have to watch that TV screen with a jaundiced eye. Look for the lies.
Stephen Cash, Executive Director of the Steady State. Stephen, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Ion is the home of women's sports. We celebrate the trailblazers, the risk takers, the game changers, and the history makers. Every game, every moment, it's her time on Ion, the home of women's sports.
So what do you have in store for me today?
The best man just got a little better.
Getting ready for my big fight.
Who you about to get in the ring with, arthritis?
Just being a Foxworthy.
Well, just knock it off.
That's quite an image.
Scripps is committed to telling the real story.
I have been known to spend hours to find what might become a smoking gun.
I want people to understand what we've been doing because it's purely from scratch.
What we do as investigative reporters is we start to really dig in. There's actually a tree growing out of this bridge.
I know that I'm going to never give up. If there is something dark, Scripps News' goal has always been to shine light.
Stream Scripps News.
The Scripps Sports Network is your home for non-stop action.
You can hear the stadium roaring.
We're built for these tough moments.
Every day of the week, your favorite sports are all in one place. Catch every buzzer beater. Impossible stop.
What a save.
and world-class finish. All day long, the goals, blocks, and tackles just keep coming. The Scripps Sports Network, bringing you closer to the game.
Killer's on the loose. We gotta find him.
We've got 30 minutes before he strikes again.
They're officially on the clock now.
Why start killing her again now?
We just found a connection.
Go building to building, door to door.
I'll do a cursory examination.
We're right on the killer's tail.
I think you just found our serial killer.
The Upshot League is now on Scripps Sports Network, a new professional women's basketball league.
This is the league of opportunity, and we are so excited.
Watch the Upshot League on Scripps Sports Network.
Scripps News, part of the Scripps News Group.
It happens every 4 years. So I came to a soccer store called The Shop, where the business owner tells me this is the most important time for his business and the fans.
It seems like World Cup fever is taking over many places around our community. Whether it's at the mall, a local pharmacy, or at Diego Morales' shop, the World Cup is bringing more than just games to watch.
Every World Cup year, we see an uptick in sales.
Born in Argentina, Diego Morales has run his business in Midtown for nearly 2 decades.
Famous, Messi.
And soccer runs through his veins.
It's still part of my everyday routine.
Diego says the spike in sales happens every World Cup, but with it being held on home soil, it's sparking more excitement than usual.
There's a lot of marketing being put behind products like cleats and stuff like that, so we always get all the latest colorways in of what the players will be wearing for the...
But the majority of the sales come from national team jerseys, with Mexico, U.S., and Argentina topping the sales charts.
These have been pretty well received.
Diego says the longer the tournament runs, the more demand his jerseys get. He says one of the biggest sporting events being on home soil is better for the local soccer scene.
I think that's good because it kind of brings the community together, so I'd say one of those are that situation is good for soccer in Tucson.
Diego says he's got eyes on Dallas, Texas, in hopes of scoring a ticket to one of the matches to watch his beloved nation play on the world stage. Reporting along Fort Lowell and Country Club, Mark Monroy, Scripps News Group.
Some of the games will be played during a heat wave, and that's putting it mildly. Could feel more like saunas than stadiums. Heat and humidity, by the way, can take a major toll on any player, their performance, and also the safety of fans. Climate Central's Ben Tracy is here to tell us how extreme heat is changing the game in our warming world. Ben, all we got to do is think about France. How are these players going to deal with the heat?
Yeah, so Del, longer and hotter heat waves are now a fact of life in most cities during the summer in the United States. And this could be a real factor during the World Cup, where only 5 of the 16 stadiums they're playing in have a roof. So we visited a heat lab where they're looking into how heat impacts our bodies. And this isn't just for athletes, but for any of us that work or play outdoors.
Follow through where you want the ball to go. Perfect.
Marissa Abeg has always gotten her kicks on the soccer field.
You're going to take that touch across your body and then pass it back. Kept me sane as a kid, got to run around a ton.
For her, the World Cup was must-see TV.
I didn't even really know what Super Bowl was growing up, right? The 99 World Cup was absolutely my Super Bowl.
Abeg clears it. She played 2 seasons of professional soccer, where sometimes the rivalry got too heated.
And a sliding tackle from Abeg.
You just know how miserable it is to run around in hot weather. It plays such a huge impact on the way you play.
This summer, extreme heat could be a real risk for both players and fans at the World Cup.
It has the potential to be some of the most extreme environmental conditions for soccer in the history of America.
Yes. Doug Casa runs the Corey Stringer Institute, named after the NFL player who died from heat stroke in 2001.
Pick the population. If they have to do their job or sport in the heat, we're studying them.
Here we go. Inside their heat labs at the University of Connecticut, researchers study how athletes
lift,
and workers can stay safe and still perform in extreme conditions.
So we're here at the Corey Stringer Institute.
Before the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, the U.S. women's national soccer team trained here to prepare for Japan's oppressive heat and humidity.
Which World Cup sites are you most concerned about?
Without question, Miami. It could easily be a 100-degree day and 80% humidity.
Climate Central analyzed temperature trends at all 16 World Cup sites, including this outdoor stadium in Miami, which now sees 14 more extremely hot June and July days due to climate change. Heat and humidity push an athlete's core body temperature higher, giving those playing indoors an edge.
Because if your temperature's lower, they just perform better. They can cover more distance, have more sprints, faster sprints. All of those things can happen if you're less dehydrated and you're less hyperthermic.
And so you're blowing heat into the room right now to make this uncomfortable.
Yes.
I can feel it.
Here we go.
KSI Chief Operating Officer Rebecca Stearns showed me how quickly heat can impact performance.
In the heat, your heart rate is showing much higher stress.
By cranking up my pace and the temperature.
So right now, the room is about 100 degrees.
So it's like going for a run in Phoenix.
Yes.
The test measures how fast my body heated up.
And your body temperature right now is 102.5.
All right, so it's toasty.
Yeah.
We don't want to go above 104?
104 is the max.
Above that, the risk of heat stroke rises, potentially leading to organ failure or even death.
The outcome for heat stroke all boils down to the number of minutes that the body is above approximately 105 degrees. We literally don't know of anyone yet on planet Earth who's ever died from a heat stroke if their temp gets under 104 within 30 minutes.
Casa says a World Cup heat stroke is unlikely, but believes FIFA's new 3-minute hydration breaks don't go far enough.
That is just absolutely not long enough to have an impact. My suggestion would make that 5 or 6 minutes.
Look at you. Oh my gosh. Is your name actually Mia Hamm?
Marissa Abeg is now coaching youth soccer.
Nice.
Just before our interview, she canceled practice because of a heat wave.
I think it's just going to play more and more of a role as we go forward.
Do you feel for these teams that are going to have to play in Miami in the middle of the summer?
Oh my gosh, 100%. Like, I don't even want to watch in that weather, right? Good job. That's perfect.
Now, FIFA says it will have cooling areas for fans, including misting systems and air-conditioned buses at many of the venues. After some backlash, they are now allowing fans to bring in one factory-sealed 20-ounce plastic water bottle. But Del, after that, you either have to refill it at a water fountain or you got to go buy what I assume will be an expensive one from the concession stand.
Ben, I want to go back to that heat test. It looked pretty intense. What did it feel like when the room got up to 100 degrees?
Not great. They first gave me a test at regular temperature to see how fast and long I could run, but then they cranked up the heat in the room, and it was just much harder to keep the same pace. My heart rate was a lot higher, so I was basically working harder, even though I wasn't running any faster, and that was all due to the heat. Del?
Yeah, all the top players at this year's French Open had to all leave because of the heat. I mean, it was just stifling. Ben Tracy, Climate Central. Ben, thanks.
Thanks, Del.
Katie, what do you have for us today?
Shop Scripps, the hottest destination for today's latest deals.
50% off, 87% off.
ShopScripps.com.
We're serving up a showdown. From the court to the pitch. A touch. A cross.
Deflecting in!
Every volley is a chance at victory. Strike it. Spike it. Block it. Bury it. Don't miss any of the action.
You gotta love that.
Catch all the excitement from the NWSL and MLB on Scripps Sports Network.
Killer's on the loose. We gotta find him.
We've got 30 minutes before he strikes again.
They're officially on the clock now.
Why start killing her again now?
We just found a connection.
Go building to building, door to door.
I'll do a cursory examination.
We're right on the killer's tail.
I think you just found our serial killer.
There are moments when it gets scary.
You hear shooting down there?
And the important thing to do is not panic. be dynamic.
They're here improving their skills for how to get through Russian minefields.
I love that Scripps News gives me the opportunity to go where the stories are. You meet the most amazing people, everyday individuals whose stories take bravery to tell. These are stories the world should know about.
Jason Bellini, Scripps News.
Watch Jason Bellini, streaming on Scripps News.
I didn't hear anybody knock. Shall we proceed?
My pa's the best shot in the whole world. Isn't it exciting?
They call you the rifle man.
Just make it good.
Jesse Palmer.
Emmett Smith?
Both of us together?
This must be some kind of TV fantasy.
Nope, it's reality. Tableau reality. Tableau lets you watch, pause, and record live TV subscription-free.
Pause you, Jesse. I'm here for 100+ channels. News, reality, movies, free live sports. Plus, it's game time.
Tableau. It's not fantasy, it's reality.
And a smart play.
Learn more at tableautv.com.
The MVP of TV.
The Upshot League is now on Scripps Sports Network, a new professional women's basketball league.
This is the league of opportunity, and we are so excited.
Watch the Upshot League on Scripps Sports Network.
This weekend, the 2026 Warrior Games kick off in San Antonio, Texas. It's an adapted sports competition for wounded or injured service members and veterans. The Fisher House Foundation is a major part of the action, helping family and friends of the athletes attend the games for free. Joining us now is the president of Fisher House, the foundation, David Coker. Excuse me, David. Talk to us about the program, the Warrior program and the Warrior Games, and why you do it.
Well, the Warrior Games really gives the wounded, injured, and ill service members a chance to find their new normal. They've been on the journey of recovery for some time, and so often with the military community is getting back into sports, learning what you can do that makes such a difference in their quality of life. And if you think about it, their friends and family have been the ones supporting them on this journey. So since 2011, we've been involved in making sure that every competitor has friends and family there to celebrate, to witness the celebration of their loved one competing again.
David, how do adaptive sports help veterans and service members in their recovery from injuries?
Well, as I look at it, so often as you're recovering, you get to a point where the crisis is over and you're in a mode where you're existing, but you need to get back to living again. And if you go around the track once, you say, okay, I did that. You go around again, you do it a little faster, you see progress. And you see that you're having success, and that success bleeds over into your relationships. And it really lets them know that they have so much more potential, and it gives them the inspiration to continue the journey.
David, what is the market for these games broadening their reach, I guess, if you will? I can remember when the WNBA was just starting out, and now let's look at how it's doing. Is there a widespread audience for these games?
The primary audience are friends and family. Of course, as we go to the different communities, we'd love to have students come. We'd love to have the public come and see the quality of men and women that have served our country, and many of them continue to serve our country. They're trying to get back to active duty and continue their service to the country. The sports, wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball, track and field swimming, to see the grit, the determination, the celebration. While the races are on, the competition's on, they are competing. But once the competition concludes, they're brothers and sisters.
David, the Fisher House Foundation, known for supporting military and veterans families during some of the most challenging moments of their lives. Can you discuss how the organization supports Gold Star families and why that work is so important?
Well, at the heart of the Fisher House program is our network of now 100 Fisher Houses. And these houses are throughout the world. We have 2 in Germany, 1 in the UK, and they're throughout the United States. Each house can support between 7 and 20 families, and they are actively receiving health care. They're with other families experiencing similar challenges. But when you think about it, when you learn that a loved one is wounded or injured, you want 2 things. You want the best medical care, and you want to be there. Having a place to stay is a bit of a challenge. The military and VA health systems provide world-class health care. We focus on solving the challenge, giving them a comfortable, supportive environment at no cost as long as they need to, so that the families can be a part of the healing process.
David, as I look at the B-roll as you're talking, I'm amazed at the change in prosthetics. I'm amazed at the change in technology that these athletes are now using. War is much different today than it was just 20 years ago. How are programs like the Fisher House Foundation adapting in the ways that it helps?
Well, accessibility is something that has certainly come to the forefront, given the catastrophic injuries, making sure that every house, every room is accessible. In terms of the competition, the track and field is absolutely amazing because they participate many times with the prosthetics. If you go to swimming, that one is inspirational because you swim with what you have. And the moment you see a triple amputee in the pool swimming a race, you have no excuse for the challenges in your life.
David Coker, president of the Fisher House Foundation. David, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. And for all who have a chance, they can stream the Warrior Games, see the competition for themselves. It's an amazing thing to watch.
Most definitely. David, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Should Ultimate Frisbee get a PE credit within Denver Public Schools? I'm Denver 7's Colette Bordelon, and that's the question that a lot of coaches and players believe should be answered with a yes. So they're fighting to make sure the school district does eventually give that sport a PE credit.
Good throw!
For as long as many of these players can remember.
I have been playing since 4th grade.
Ultimate Frisbee has been their favorite pastime.
I love it so much. It's genuinely probably one of my favorite things to do, like, in the world.
Ultimate Frisbee,
yes.
What is it?
It's a sport, sort of think, kind of like football, where the goal is to catch a flying object in an end zone.
Liza Huggins is a student at East High School.
Oh, varsity handlers, by the way.
And Stratton Geddes goes to Northfield High School.
People still don't really know what it is, but like it belongs up there with these other sports like football, soccer. It takes just as much athleticism.
Both players are part of Denver Public Schools, which allows high school students to waive 1 semester of PE for each season they participate in a CHSA-sanctioned sport, something Ultimate Frisbee is not.
Essentially, it takes away from our ability to function as a true sports team the way many others would be able to, because we're committing time or energy to these activities that really shouldn't be necessary.
But school districts can decide what counts for those credits. For instance, Boulder Valley School District allows students to waive PE credits for Ultimate Frisbee.
We know that it can be a district decision, and we're hoping DPS will make that decision for our student athletes that put in all the time and the effort.
Take one on this when you get the turn.
Jeff Burgett is an Ultimate Frisbee coach who's proud of these teens trying to change the policy at DPS.
I definitely intend to try and contact the East and District Athletic Directors to figure out how exactly we could go about asking the school board again.
It's kind of a long process, a hard process, but I feel like if we put in the work that it takes, we'll get there.
They plan to keep pushing.
I want us to get the credit that I feel that we deserve for the effort we put into our sport.
To expand their favorite pastime, Ultimate Frisbee, to potentially new players. Colette Bordelon, Scripps News Group.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep?
You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking, let's go. You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Jesse Palmer.
Emmett Smith?
Both of us together? This must be some kind of TV fantasy.
Nope, it's reality. Tableau reality. Tableau lets you watch, pause, and record live TV subscription-free.
Pause you, Jesse. I'm here for 100+ channels. News, reality, movies, free live sports. Plus, it's game time.
Tableau. It's not fantasy, it's reality.
And a smart play.
Learn more at TableauTV.com.
The MVP of TV.
The Upshot League is now on Scripps Sports Network, a new professional women's basketball league.
This is the league of opportunity, and we are so excited.
Watch the Upshot League on Scripps Sports Network.
There are moments when it gets scary.
You hear shooting down there?
And the important thing to do is not panic. Be dynamic.
They're here improving their skills for how to get through Russian minefields.
I love that Scripps News gives me the opportunity to go where the stories are. You meet the most amazing people, everyday individuals whose stories take bravery to tell. These are stories the world should know about.
Jason Bellini, Scripps News.
Watch Jason Bellini streaming on Scripps News.
Your summer doesn't need to feel like this. Because your summer upgrade starts right here. Shop Scripps is packed with summer finds that'll have everyone asking, where'd you get that?
Katie, what do you got? This is a game changer.
Travel, backyard, beauty, tech, the hottest summer finds all in one place.
You do not want to miss out on this one.
Big savings all summer long.
We are saving you almost $300 by picking.
The best deals live at shopscripps.com.
I didn't hear anybody knock. Shall we proceed?
My pa's the best shot in the whole world. Isn't it exciting?
They call you the rifle man.
Just make it good.
Scripps News national correspondent Nick Harper is live for us in Washington, D.C. And Nick, shares opening at $150 a share. Why is that significant?
That's right. That opening share price of $150 a share. Two things are significant about that. It's higher, about 11% higher than the IPO price. That was the take it or leave it, $135 a share. But it is much lower than where the company was expected to start trading during the session. Indications of interest suggested it would be higher at about $175 a share. So $150, significantly lower than $175. But of course, there is a silver lining. As expected, the share price skyrocketed during the trading day, closing out at $161 a share. That's a nearly 20% increase on that $135 per dollar IPO price.
Is Elon Musk, by the way, is now the world's first trillionaire thanks to SpaceX trading today. Is this a projection, or does Musk have $1 trillion in the bank?
Well, really just a projection. It's not money that is sitting in the bank as of today. He is essentially a trillionaire on paper. It's really all about how much his companies are worth and how much they continue to be worth. His net worth is $1 trillion, or over that now, when you add up his stake in both SpaceX and Tesla. His stake in SpaceX, it's about $766 billion compared to Tesla, $280 billion. It's a lot of money. But his worth now depends on what happens to the share price. If that increases, his wealth increases. If the share price tanks, so does his wealth. And here's the important part. He now needs to own those shares in SpaceX for an entire year. He can't sell them during that period. And we are expecting volatility. He owns about 4 out of every 10 SpaceX shares. That's a considerable amount. And really, what happens to that share price during the next year, if he decides to sell in 12 months' time, will determine what his net worth is. And just to put all of this into perspective, his net worth is now larger than the national GDP of Taiwan, of Ireland, of Sweden. If you compare it to the average US household, it would take about 11 to 12 million years for someone here in the United States to make that amount of money.
Let's just say he can't cash his paycheck at the Piggly Wiggly. Scripps News national correspondent Nick Harper for us in Washington. Nick, thank you very much.
A free Medicare grocery card. Maybe you've seen the advertisements. We wanted to know, is this real? Is it worth it? I'm consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen, and we started looking into whether this is a legitimate benefit or a sales pitch targeting seniors. The Medicare free grocery ads popping up on social media and streaming platforms.
I see it on TV.
Have big names and big promises of free groceries.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. How do I do that?
Something that would really help seniors as food costs keep going up.
Hamburger, chicken, everything straight up.
So I wanted to know what happens if you call the numbers.
Hi, this is Jacqueline Allen.
Turns out there's more to the story. Are you hearing about this?
Yep, we're getting calls on our helpline. People are confused, wondering if it's real.
Mark Federhoff with AARP's Elder Watch says urgency, like in this enrollment ends today ad, is the first red flag.
Yeah, hurry up, act now is a great excuse to say, I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to do my research.
A new report by the Center for Countering Digital Hate uncovered misleading Medicare Advantage ads reached more than 215 million views on Meta platforms in the past year, mostly from seniors.
There's a lot of deceptive ads that we're seeing on social media.
Some ads impersonate government programs or use deep fake celebrity endorsements. Some collect personal information or switch people to plans that may leave them worse off. And while some may be legitimate insurance brokers,
How do you get a Medicare free grocery card?
when I called one of the numbers, a licensed insurance agent tells me the card is actually just a grocery allowance benefit that can come with specific Medicare Advantage plans. So nothing new or exclusive. The service simply checks what you qualify for, something you can do yourself or through the state health insurance program's counselors.
Taking all the noise out of this process is a really important thing to do, and going to trusted resources rather than kind of the flashy ads that we're seeing on TV and on social media, I think is the best way to go.
Much better than sharing your information or shopping for health insurance with an unknown person on the other line. Jacqueline Allen, Scripps News Group.
About half of consumers plan to buy a gift for Dad this Father's Day. So from fun activities to do with the kiddos to useful practical tools for everyday use, retailers are offering rollbacks to make these gifts budget friendly.
So what do you have in store for me today?
The best man just got a little better.
Getting ready for my big fight.
Who you about to get in the ring with, arthritis?
Just being a Foxworthy.
Well, just knock it off.
That's quite an image.
I didn't hear anybody knock. Shall we proceed?
My pa's the best shot in the whole world. Isn't it exciting?
They call you the rifleman.
Just make it good.
Scripps News.
How do you keep everyone on the same page?
What could be impacted by this?
Bringing you the big stories.
How did you come into contact with Jeffrey Epstein?
I was 14 years old.
The impacts.
We have to fight for the right to be able to breathe.
It's all the dust. That's why we experiencing so much respiratory issues
that matter to you.
President Trump says he wants to suspend the federal gas tax.
Is eliminating the 18-cent gas tax enough of a drop?
For live reports, breaking news, and headlines from across the country, stream Scripps News.
Killer's on the loose. We gotta find him.
We've got 30 minutes before he strikes again.
They're officially on the clock now.
Why start killing her again now?
We just found a connection.
Go building to building, door to door.
I'll do a cursory examination.
We're right on the killer's tail.
I think you just found our serial killer.
The Upshot League is now on Scripps Sports Network, a new professional women's basketball league.
This is the League of Opportunity, and we are so excited.
Watch the Upshot League on Scripps Sports Network.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
The all-new Scripps Sports Network, your destination for live competition. All-access moments and game-changing shows.
Let's go!
The all-new Scripps Sports Network brings you closer to the game.
Tech giants are making artificial intelligence part of just about everything we do, from search results, your inbox, to finding a restaurant or even fixing your fridge.
Google I/O 2026 really just underlined the fact that Google isn't a search company, it's an AI company.
Search results enhanced by AI, agentic AI that can manage tasks, book appointments, or even make purchases. The message is always clear. AI is becoming part of our everyday lives. But are consumers ready? And can we still choose how much AI we use?
There's really no opting out at this point. If you want to use Google to find information, you're going to be using AI.
And Google isn't alone. Yelp just rolled out its Yelp Assistant. That is a AI concierge designed to cut the time it takes to find and book local services.
It's powered by millions of Yelp reviews and trusted information. It then makes a personalized recommendation for you, and then all within the app, you're able to then book or reserve, even request quotes, all in one seamless experience.
The personalized chat can handle specifics, dietary restrictions, travel plans, or even same-day home repairs. AI aimed at making us decide things faster. But experts say widespread AI adoption raises trust and privacy concerns. Are consumers being pushed towards technology they don't want?
I talk to a lot of people in the tech industry who work at companies like Google, and they're so excited about AI. They think it's the greatest thing ever. They're using it all day for everything. And then I talk to people in my day-to-day life, who are artists, journalists, and they hate it. They absolutely want nothing to do with it. And there's just this massive gulf between those two parties that just gets wider and wider. So I think it's an open question how the average Google user responds.
For now, tech giants believe AI is the future. They're betting big on being part of your everyday routine. But before then, experts say, consider what data you share, who you trust, and if it's improving your life in a way that matters to you.
Whether the dad in your life is a tools or an electronics guy, there are deals at retailers offering sales ahead of Father's Day. We'll break down where you can find the best savings.
For the littlest shoppers,
I like it to give my dad some presents.
Finding the perfect Father's Day gift is a big deal.
I'm maybe going to give Daddy breakfast in bed, and then we can hang out together. Of course, we're going to make him a bunch of cards.
9-year-old Hanalei Hake is shopping at Target, where Father's Day deals range from cards to apparel and accessories for Dad. And on 5-year-old Trinity Bigman's list,
fishing and hiking.
For the fisherman father, pulls start at under $8 at Walmart. The retailer is also featuring camping gear, sports equipment, and exclusive tool lines.
Very price conscious for fathers that are very handy at home. This set here is under $8.
There are gift baskets. Vinyl is making a comeback.
This record player, it's under $65.
And DIY projects families can do together.
We've got some building kits that are under $10. Sometimes the dads really want to spend that extra quality time with their kids, or in my case, my grandkids.
If Dad's idea of a perfect weekend involves firing up the grill, Sam's Club has plenty of options.
The showstopper here is our beef ribeye cowboy steak. This bad boy is over 3 pounds.
And for the outdoor dad,
we also have this fantastic Members Mark 4-burner grill for $50 off. So fantastic merchandise right now.
Deals on camping chairs, coolers, and outdoor games.
$20 off the soccer goal here. We got $30 off a foosball table Every dad likes to play foosball, okay?
Many families are planning the Father's Day menu.
Some of our new Wagyu beef burgers. We have our patties, Kroger branded patties over there for under $12. You get 8 fantastic patties to feed your family.
Along with cookout favorites, Kroger is offering bonus fuel points on purchases.
Get on that Kroger app and find some additional savings for dad.
Plus pre-built gift baskets. This one filled with grilling and entertaining goodies.
Everything you would need to make dad happy and get a really great meal out of it.
Back at Target,
I love because he gives me kisses.
that perfect gift on a small budget
I'm just like, yeah, I found something for Daddy. Now I can buy it for him and he'll be happy.
means everything to these young shoppers. For Scripps News Group, I'm Jane Caffrey.
A California startup says it may have ways to make electric vehicles even more convenient. The company is working on a solar-powered vehicle designed to reduce how often drivers need to plug in. Automakers are racing to improve batteries, but Aptera is taking a different approach, adding solar panels directly to the vehicle. The company says it can travel hundreds of miles on a single fuel charge. Solar energy, they say, can add extra miles all day long. Engineers say the unique design helps maximize efficiency.
Three wheels was chosen because of efficiency. We want to make the vehicle as streamlined and as lightweight as possible. So by removing that fourth wheel, you have less structure, less frame, less mass, and it makes the vehicle able to be streamlined. And our 40 miles range of solar is because of the vehicle's great efficiency.
Aptera says consumer demand continues to favor vehicles that offer more miles and lower operating cost. It believes its combination of solar charging and efficiency can help address those concerns.
Why stop at the gas pump or plug in at home when you can just park the best way and get the most energy possible?
The company says the vehicle was built with lightweight materials, aluminum and carbon fiber, designed to withstand everyday highway driving.
Oh man, it's already too holy. I can't swear. Whoa! This is insanity. This is Sean Daly going fast in Tampa. I am not in a relaxed posture at all right now.
Sean, welcome to the Motor Enclave. We are the #1 experiential motorsports venue in North America, home to the Hard Rock Speedway, which is a 1.72-mile track here in Tampa Bay.
Morgan Alvarez is giving me a sneak peek of the Motor Enclave, a 200-acre motorsports mecca.
It's jaw-dropping. I mean, you don't know when you're coming in from the highway what this is and all the space that we have back here.
Normally, this is a private facility for race car aficionados. More than 300 garages, apartments, and their very own racetrack. But this Father's Day, June 21st, the Motor Enclave will open up to the public, offering lunch and tours of all the fancy cars. Time in their high-tech sim room. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. We're going back to the future. And even a thrill ride with Connor on the motorsports team around the Hard Rock Speedway. You're not thinking about what you watched on TV last night. You're thinking about driving right now, right?
Of course.
Okay.
You got to stay focused when you're on the track.
I'm telling you guys, I am feeling very, very macho right now. I love it.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Jesse Palmer.
Emmett Smith?
Both of us together? This must be some kind of TV fantasy.
Nope, it's reality. Tableau reality. Tableau lets you watch, pause, and record live TV, subscription free.
Pause you, Jesse. I'm here for 100+ channels. News, reality, movies, free live sports. Plus, it's game time.
Tableau. It's not fantasy, it's reality.
And a smart play.
Learn more at tableautv.com.
The MVP of TV.
ShopScripps.com, the hottest destination for today's latest deals.
Killer's on the loose. We gotta find him.
We've got 30 minutes before he strikes again.
They're officially on the clock now.
Why start killing her again now?
We just found a connection.
Go building to building, door to door.
I'll do a cursory examination.
We're right on the killer's tail.
I think you just found our serial killer.
The Scripps Sports Network is your home for non-stop action.
You can hear the stadium roaring. We're built for these tough moments.
Every day of the week, your favorite sports are all in one place. Catch every buzzer beater, impossible stop,
What a save!
and world-class finish. All day long, the goals, blocks, and tackles just keep coming. The Scripps Sports Network, bringing you closer to the game.
So what do you have in store for me today?
The best man just got a little better.
Getting ready for my big fight.
Who are you about to get in the ring with, arthritis?
Just being a Foxworthy.
Well, just knock it off.
That's quite an image.
Weekdays on Scripps News. Start your day at 7 with Morning Rush. At noon, watch live coverage with Scripps News on the scene. And at 5, get the latest headlines on happening now in America, only on Scripps News.
That famous line from The Wizard of Oz, there is no place like home. Well, this week on Photo Walks, we head to one of Southern California's best beach towns, Manhattan Beach. It also happens to be the hometown of our travel and tech contributor, Jefferson Graham. So, Jeff, what makes this so special to you?
How do you like the idea of a town with 35,000 people where you can walk everywhere? And you don't get the crowds of the big cities, the bigger cities like Santa Monica, Venice, Malibu, and it's summer every day. Let's take a look. So I've traveled all over the world for this series, but today I want to focus on my favorite place of them all, my hometown, idyllic Manhattan Beach, California. So describe an average morning here in Manhattan Beach.
An average morning is pretty much what you see here, that there's a lot of activity on the Strand. People are walking themselves or walking their pets. It's a morning ritual for them. So you'll see them everywhere from dark, you know, and all throughout the day.
They usually end up at the pier, our main attraction, where every day is special, especially at the end of the year.
We do our fireworks celebrations at Christmas time, which is unique. We don't do it 4th of July. We do it here because it features the pier. That's where they put out the fireworks and then they explode right above on top of them. It just makes for a wonderful, picturesque environment.
Fair warning, one negative about Manhattan Beach, if you come to visit, parking is really tough.
You will be able to find a parking spot. It may take a little bit longer, but this is your reward. You can spend a lot of time here. Kids love it. Families love it.
Living in Manhattan Beach is like every day is a vacation. It's amazing to wake up every day and feel like I'm already on vacation, even though I'm going to work. It's still a great place to be every day.
Yep, every day's a vacation, and you get to wear your Hawaiian shirts every day as well.
Okay, Jeff, your hometown of Manhattan Beach kicks my hometown of Wheeling, West Virginia in the so-and-so, but I think mine's a little cheaper. What is the cost of living like in that area? Is it affordable?
No. It's very expensive. Everybody feels bad for young people. They grow up here wondering how they'll be able to continue to live here, and they can't. I mean, we interviewed a real estate agent in the episode that's going to run on Sunday, and I said, what is it, 10 million, 20 million? He said, well, it's really, if you're going to live at the beach, it's for people who sell their companies for $100 million. Rents are sky high, and buying a home in a primo area is very, very expensive.
So what are the must-see places people are going to see when they come to visit?
They're going to see the beach. They're going to see the beach. They're going to see the beach. So, you know, we've got this 100-plus-year-old pier that is just gorgeous. I think it's the prettiest pier in Southern California. There's a big thrill walking over the water and looking down at the surfers. That's a lot of fun. And then it's a paved walkway, pedestrian walkway, and bikeway as well that you can go on for miles and miles and miles. You can watch the people. You can watch the sports in the sand. You can watch the volleyball. You can watch the waves crashing. You can get a bite to eat. All the action is down there, what people are seeing right now.
Hey, Jeff, I'm hooked. When's the best time to come?
If you're into sports, August is the big volleyball, the AVP. It's considered the Wimbledon of volleyball, and that's, what are the dates? August 14th to the 16th. So there's something happening here in the summer every weekend. But if you want a quieter crowd that's just as much fun, and we got great weather all year long, I would recommend November through March.
Thanks for taking us on the journey, Jefferson Graham. Can't wait to see where we are headed next week. And a reminder, you can always catch a new episode of Photo Walks every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central Time. Must see TV.